So as you can see out here, I'm at a very beautiful spot. If I just span across, you'll see that I'm today doing this podcast from a beautiful place called Powai Lake, which is close to my house. But just opposite this Powai Lake, you'll find the city and the traffic and the chaos and the new metro line which is coming. So the city and the nature exist very close to each other, and today I'm going to be speaking about a topic that's again very important and something that I consider as something that if you're looking for freedom and if you want to live life on your own terms, and this has taken me time to understand, right? This did not happen in my 20s, it did not happen in my 30s, not even in my 40s. But as I moved out of my 50s, I started getting this, and so I'm going to share this with you. So things that I don't care an F about, a very undiplomatic word it sounds, but that's exactly how I feel. I really don't care an F about as I mature, as I move into my 50s, and from my 50s into my 60s, as I will be moving soon. These things matter less and less, and this is what is going to happen to you at some stage. So first thing is what others think of me. The whole thing that we think about, the way we live our life is that the whole spotlight is on us. Actually, nobody really cares an F about us. Everybody is centered on their own life. Even if they see you traveling by the best of the brand cars, they are not seeing you driving that brand car because that's what you feel, but the other person is thinking about what it would be like to have something like that. So you're never in the spotlight. You think you are in the spotlight, you are not in the spotlight. Nobody really cares an F about you. It is your life. So first thing that I got is stop to care about what others think. I need to live my life. If I want to sit here and do this podcast out here and what somebody else thinks about this, why the hell am I doing this? Why am I cycling? Why did I start cycling at the age of 50? And why do I write? Why do I publish books? Why did I make those movies? Well, let them have, if they at all they have their opinions, let them have their opinions. I am who I am, and this is the less and less as you mature, this realization dawns on you that it really doesn't matter, and you stop seeking approvals. The whole life is about seeking approvals, right? First you're seeking approvals of your parents when you're as a kid. Then when you go into school, you start seeking approvals of your teachers and maybe the other peers that are there around you. As you move into organizations, you're then starting to take approval of your bosses and the organization, your colleagues. And with the social media, you're trying to take approval of everybody. So you're constantly seeking approval for what you are doing. As I've matured, I've realized I don't really care that much about approval. So the approval seeking has kind of, almost gone away, not completely gone away, I would say, but it's a work in progress. But yes, I don't seek approvals for anything that I want to do today. I just started off. If I want to start something, I just started off, and that's it. I'm not seeking approvals of anybody. So the other thing that happens is you stop caring about labels, right? These labels start mattering to you less and less. And at some stage, it doesn't matter, because you really finally realize that all these labels are trying to, you're paying 10x for some labels, which you can get at, 1x the price. You're just simply spending a lot more. And for what? So those labels stop mattering. The label of the car that you drive, the label of the stuff that you own, those labels start dropping off. And it's a lot of sensible thing. If you really want to live a free life, you start dropping this, attraction to these labels early on in life. It's nothing but a rip-off. Nobody, as I said, the first point, as I said, nobody really cares. And you're trying to put on this label, really doesn't matter. And trying to show off to others. It really doesn't matter because nobody really cares. Okay? And the other thing is comparing myself to others. So this is something which I realized in cycling, right? So when I started cycling, I would look at some people who would cycle faster than me. And then I used to feel, can I do it? Can I try? So at some stage, then again, the same thing happened. I dropped off this need to compete with anybody. I ride my cycle because I enjoy it. I enjoy the wind on my face. I'm not competing with anyone. I don't want to compete with anyone. It is my life. And I'm not here. And even in your career, look at it when you're on LinkedIn or when you're on some kind of platforms and you're looking at somebody else, when you're looking at magazines and you're seeing this guy is successful, his valuation of his startup has gone so much up. It really doesn't do anything. Your life is your life. You're not really competing with anyone. And so if you want to live life on your own terms, one of the things that you need to do is stop competing with others. There's no need to compete. Life is not competition. Life is abundance. This is something that, it might sound like theory, but you will get it at some stage, that this is not about competing. We have always thought, right from our school, we are competing, right? Who's scoring the most? That person is successful. Who's getting the best of the stuff in life? That guy is more successful. It's nothing like it. Your definition for success can be absolutely different. Different people can have different definitions of success. And it is absolutely okay. You're not competing with anyone. And I have stopped falling for advertising. Advertising is always trying to tell you that you are not okay, that there is always a gap. There is a market here. This is very surprising. I'm sharing this with you. But this is what we do, right? We try to figure out where's the gap, what is missing in your life. Create the fear, create the desire, create the kind of stuff that even if you don't need, you're going to suddenly do an impulse purchase. You want to go for it. So I don't care. I don't care about looking at those models who are there in advertising, the fit models. I'm okay being bald. I don't need a hair transplant. I don't need this, to dye my hair. It's okay. I'm okay with my wrinkles. Finally, I start, settling as you're moving into your maturity in your 50s and 60s. You start settling in your skin. Some people do it earlier. It makes a lot more sense. Otherwise, you're wasting a lot of your time, of your life, trying to compete with others. It just doesn't really matter. Advertising is always going to tell you are not okay. Let me tell you, you're absolutely okay the way you are. Proving anything to anyone. I don't need to prove anything to anyone. This is again coming from the very same thing. What others think doesn't matter. So why the hell should I be proving anything to anyone? I'm not out here to prove anything to anyone. Whatever I am doing, I write those books that I write. As many copies as they sell, I'm absolutely fine. I'm absolutely okay to, like when I look at my grandson and I see him dancing, absolutely fine. He just dances, he doesn't care, right? And that's exactly the way it should be. When I sing and when I did record my song in a studio, I recorded it for me. I sing for me. That's what I am, the audience, and I'm happy. So I am not looking at proving anything to anyone. And the other thing that really happens is you start knowing how much is enough. Your whole life is about chasing more stuff, more money. And those things really start, are the kind of, central focus. And it never is enough, because every time you think that when I reach here, this is going to be, this is it. Once I'm here, then absolutely fine, then life is going to be absolutely good. But then it never happens. You reach that place and then you want to move to the next place. Life is not destination, but it is a journey. Life happens on the journey. It is not a place that you go to and say that this is the place. Once I reach here, I have reached places. I got those promotions. I made that money. And then what? Did it stop? Look at the richest person out there. Who's out there that you can, compare to? Is that guy happy? Please go and ask. The person is still chasing something else. Life is constantly about chasing, right? And you cannot even seem to get off the treadmill. It's like you're on a treadmill without a stop button. I have got off that treadmill. I know how much is enough. This moment that I'm here right now, beautifully recording this video, sharing my ideas. This is what I love to do. This is what I enjoy doing. And I'm doing what I enjoy to do. So this is what it is. In conclusion, if I have to leave you, if I have to ask you, what are your thoughts on this topic? About what are the things that you slowly start to understand that doesn't really matter? And what truly matters in life? Where have you got that? If that you've got something of that nature, please share your thoughts. I read the comments and do share for the benefit of all. I hope you have enjoyed this video from this very beautiful lake, Powai Lake, out here in Mumbai. And see you on the next podcast. Thank you.